Hey there, hi there, Capricorns. It's me, Priscilla B, and welcome to your soulmate connection reading. So, up first, I'm going to be drawing your um, energy card for your energy. Then, I'm going to be reading your soulmate's energy, okay? And then, I'm going to be reading the energy that connects you both together, okay? All right, so um, pretty much like what you teach each other, Capricorns, okay? That's going to be the third card. The fourth card is going to be what separates you guys. And then the fifth card is going to be what action to take, okay, Capricorns? So, looking at your energy, okay? So, we have the Hanged Man, Capricorn, okay? Yeah, I feel like you are definitely channeling this. You can see here, you're like pulling in this energy source from the universe. Um, and you're definitely like pulling it into yourself, Capricorn, okay? Um, Interesting. Okay. Now for your soulmate, we have the Two of Swords. Okay, so we have some boundaries here. Okay, trusting here. There's the moon energy. So they're looking at their, I don't know if they're blocking their intuition or if they're trusting their intuition. Maybe a little bit of both. Maybe they're kind of like undecided. I feel like you also like could be seeing this reflected in yourself and vice versa. What you teach each other is this Seven of Swords. Wow. Okay, Capricorns, let's go. And then what action to take is the Six of Cups. Oh, look, it's the boy and the girl. The two children playing under the moon and drawing an energy from it. That is so beautiful. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Wow. That is really beautiful. Okay. I keep saying that, but I mean it. Okay, so let's take a look here at this Hangman energy um, for you Capricorns. Okay, let's see here. So the Hangman asks you to examine your current situation from a new point of view. It is a moment of stasis, offering an opportunity of new vantage point. It is a space for you to gather the strength, insight, and resources you need. The Hangman appears like a signpost. Hold tight, things are about to get interesting. Ooh, Capricorns. Okay. A moment's pause, stillness, a sacrifice is made for the greater good of all involved. The world seen through a new set of eyes. Revelations beheld. Keep looking, excitement is afoot. Deep, deep mystical tendencies. Contemplation, seeing the situation at hand from an entirely new viewpoint of point of view. Cultivating depth in the present moment, Capricorn. Yeah. Okay. Um, hmm. Interesting. Interesting here. Okay. So that being said, okay, let's take a look here at your soulmate's energy. So the Two of Swords reflects a voluntary retreat into the inner mental sanctum. It is discovering the truth of what you feel. Forgo distraction from the chatter, energy, and influence of others. Find inner peace. Meditation and retreat. The symmetry of ideas and thoughts. Taking time to discover how you feel, how you really feel, think, and respond to external circumstances. Choosing words carefully. The ability to recognize old habits and patterns. A new path, even if the new strategy is unclear. Silence of the mind. Interesting, Capricorn. Okay. Wow. Okay. So, yeah. So, looking at this closely, okay, Capricorns, you have all these like shadows, right? These shadow like ghosts or monsters or demons or whatever you have you, right? More so like demons and monsters, right? They're around you at all times, Capricorn, right? They're around your soulmate, right? So how are you going to be able to protect yourself? How are you going to be able to protect this connection, right? I feel like your soulmate is the one kind of, I want to say like orchestrating a plan, Capricorn. And the plan is for you guys to both find inner peace somewhere together. Where are you going to find that, right? So that's the question here. So what you teach each other, okay? What do you guys teach each other? Wait a second here. Okay, so I thought we've got the Seven of Swords. Interesting. And then the Knight of Swords. And then I have the Six of Cups is what action to take. Okay, so this is, I feel like this Seven of Swords is, and this Knight of Swords. So maybe this is what we teach each other versus like what separates us. Okay, but we're going to find out because this is kind of like I'm not going to lie, this is a little confusing, Capricorn. Okay, so let's take a look here at the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Red Hood in the Wood. Oh, this is what you guys are teaching each other right now? Whoa. Interesting. Capricorns. Is your soulmate like is like your soulmate the big bad wolf, your Capricorn, and your little Red Riding Hood? Like, is that the vibe? And I don't mean like they're the big bad wolf like in a negative way. I just feel like that might be, that's the energy that they play off of. Yes. Okay. So, Red Hood in the Woods. A woman holds 7 swords. She wears a shredded gown and a red hood while her dainty legs and bare feet are exposed. A menacing wolf creeps down the path in search of her, while a pair of eyes looks out of the tree above. The path is scattered with crunchy leaves. The white of her dress implies purity, while the red hood is a sexual symbol implying passion and fervor. The combination invokes the loss of virginity and chastity. Wolves and other monstrous creatures often have been used to express dangerous masculinity. This card is about making a clean getaway. It is the ability to evade detection and to escape unscathed. It reflects the need to take serious action. The Seven of Swords contains the mystical luck of number 7. It is outwitting danger and sneaking away. The path remains. The woman and the wolf choose it consciously or subconsciously. These two will rendezvous in the near future. It is their destiny. Dang, Capricorn. Woo! Okay, so the meaning here, editing carefully. Yes, okay, Capricorn, that's the thing here. Editing is really important in this connection because I feel like if you guys don't edit down enough, the energy will overtake both of you and it will only like consume you both. I feel like you guys have a lot of restraint. Capricorn, you are super like restrained when it comes to these type of things. And you do edit yourself a lot here, Capricorn. Okay. And your soulmate is teaching you that vibe. They're teaching you this, they're teaching you that. You're starting to learn their language and their way of communication. They're starting to kind of understand you a little bit more. Escape and intrigue, taking only what is needed. Okay. Evading what seeks to devour you, knowing who your enemy is, whether it is yourself, another person or situation, or a combination of both. Identifying the heart of the matter so it can be dealt with swiftly. Cleverness is in all ways luck. Okay, Capricorn. So, yeah. I really feel like I should read you the shadow part of this too. What are you hiding from? True avoidance of a person, place, or thing is indifference. The conscious desire to avoid something usually stems from desire. Our defenses emerge when we discover what we want, then realize we could lose it. The stakes are high. Are you ready to embrace your desire? Can you face what you've been running away from? Give yourself the advantage by setting up the game rules, facing your opponent honestly, and moving from your heart. You guys are both teaching each other, like, really, like, how to, like, not be in a toxic relationship, like how to be in a healthy connection. Like, it's, this is so, feels so like karmic soulmate connection. You both are teaching each other something about how, yes, we can, like, be consumed by our desires, um, or we can learn to control those desires and channel it into healthier, constructive ways that actually build a more solid, healthier connection. And it does require editing. It does require restraint. Okay? So that's a really powerful connection that you guys have together. Teaching each other that it's so important. Boundaries. Again, boundaries. Okay? Clarity. The Knight of Swords. Okay, this is where you guys might have something getting in the way. That you, or separates you guys, that you both need to, like, work on together. Okay, so now this is starting to make more sense. Okay, Knight of Swords. Let's take a look here at this Knight of Swords. Okay, so Knight of Swords is the fighter. Okay, the Knight of Swords stands ready for a fight. Ravens flock to his side to aid his quest. They reflect his high mind and rapid energy. He is filled with the conviction of ideas. His set mind will not be dissuaded. The Knight of Swords succeeds at his goals quickly and succinctly. He holds the strength of conviction. He is a thinker who analyzes the situation at hand, yet once his mind is made up, he reaches the point of no return. The Knight of Swords speaks to what crosses his mind. His bluntness is sometimes taken for rudeness, an opinionated orator and debater. He is critical when others fail to see his point of view. Yeah, again, Capricorn, you don't want a connection based off fighting, okay? You don't want a connection where you're constantly debating with your soulmate, okay? Capricorn's like, you didn't come here to debate, okay? You came here, to find, like, a playmate, like somebody that you can get along with and have some fun with and find truth and both of your intuitions and all this. If you get into a place with a connection that is gonna, like, kind of cloud your judgment and stuff like that, the sword that this knight holds, okay, it needs to be about cleverness, but also, like, it can't be, like, overpowering cleverness, okay? It has to be, like, coming from a more subtle place, I feel like, with this connection. Or it can overtake the situation to a point where it's like, I don't know. I feel like either one of you Capricorn, because this is like both of your energy. So I feel like either one of you Capricorn could possibly like a little cleverness, like a little play. I mean, you have the Little Red Riding Hood. That's all about cleverness. It's just, like, in small amounts, you know, like, not overpowering the whole thing. Because I feel like there's, like, that thing about, like, purity. I don't mean purity in, like, the sense of, like, you know, you're, like, holier than all else and you're, like, so driven ego-wise. No, I'm saying, like, a message is on the way, speaking one's mind. That's different. Like, okay, being, like, straightforward and to the point, okay? The point of the sword. Maybe a little blunt, but like, in a more, I don't know. I feel like expressing complex ideas. This is why this is the situation here. Talking your way out of a situation, a fierce poker face and brilliant gamer. Focus on the positive, elegance and natural speed, a winning argument. See how it's like a little bit of, like, like play there. There's a little bit of play in there. And that's what I think is like, you don't want to like play with this person. Like, you don't view them as like your component. You view them as like your teammate. So it's like you both are like trying to strategize together versus against each other. You're allies. Okay. But if you guys can't work together to come up with some kind of like cohesive plan, that's when it can be a little bit more of a challenge for this connection. So you both have to kind of be on the same wavelength as far as like communication. I feel like there doesn't need to be a lot of words with this though. If you understand what I'm saying, it's like you don't need to say a lot to get the message through. Okay? So take that how that resonates, but it's almost like you guys don't need to say so much to each other because you kind of already know how you guys feel about each other, and it's strong, and it's a connection that you guys have explored, and you want to continue to explore it, but you want to do it with some editing, with some like, okay, gotta slow down here a little bit. Like, and I feel like you're doing that because you want it to last, and you don't want to like run out of like, you don't want to like give up on this. You kind of want to like, you're kind of like sussing each other out a little bit here. So, but it's good. Like, it's a good suss. Like, you're like, can I trust you? Like, are you going to be my ally? Are you going to have my back? That kind of thing. And that's kind of the fun part of it right now. Okay. 6 of Cups. All right, Capricorns. I'm getting so excited for this. Okay. So 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups. Okay. Let me see here. I also feel like some of you might be having some dreams that I kind of want to look into your dreams a little bit too, Capricorn. Okay, so you have the mother crow. An ancient Indian myth describes the crow that was so obsessed with its own shadow, it pecked and scratched until the shadow came alive. The crow's shadow proceeded to eat the crow. Gaze into the supernatural by looking in the eye of a crow. What requires vision? What seeks to be understood? What wants your attention? A woody nest supports a baby crow who lifts its head to accept the worm from its mother. 6 cups balance in the branches of the tree, reflecting the calm, emotional balance of the situation. White moonflowers spring from the cups, representing manifestation in the material world. Emotional growth and nurturing are found, simple nurturing gestures of love and caring return in karmic dividends. Giving and receiving emotional gifts, a walk down memory lane. Fond memories, happy home. Feelings of comfort, pleasure, good habits, and inherited traits. Smells, songs, and friends reminding you of the past. Sensorial experiences bridging you to a happier time. Yes. Okay. So, Capricorns, that is that, like, the connection energy that you and your soulmate have. That's the bridge that you're creating. Okay. So you're standing on one side, they're standing on the other side, and the energy you guys create together, that's the bridge, Capricorn. Okay. So, childhood, like, memories and nostalgia. Okay. You're drawing in from the moon here. Okay. You're drawing in from each other's own intuitions and guided. This is the energy. Okay. That is being given to both of you, and you're receiving it. These little kids are like putting their cups here and like, we want it, right? So everyone has this inner child, right? Capricorn, you have one, your soulmate has one, and a lot of people end up like losing touch with that. Okay, they ignore it. But what you should do, Capricorn, I feel like you already know this probably, but from a spiritual perspective, and even maybe a psychological one, but again, I'm not a licensed professional, so don't quote me on any of this. Just my own research and life experiences has taught me is that you want to nurture that inner child as much as possible. Okay? The more you nurture it, the stronger inner peace and clarity and abundance and emotional fulfillment you feel. So, your soulmate is doing this and you're doing this. You're doing it individually and you're doing it together. So it's very strong, it's very powerful. However, as like not being a child anymore, Capricorn, at being an adult, you have to still edit. You still have to showcase yourself and showcase your work and showcase your life and all of that from a mature point of view and from a mature perspective. You can still play, you can still have fun. However, you also need to maintain certain like rules and guidelines and processes and procedures. That sounds like so like medical, or like, you know, it's so like technical. Sometimes there is technicality required, because if you are putting energy into something and you want to team up with another person and put that energy together to use, you both have to give equal parts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you both have to do the work. You both have to show up. Okay? So it's 50-50 Capricorn. It's not 60-40. It's not 70-30. Like, it's 50-50. If you're really going to be a team energetically, you have to do that. Okay? Otherwise, it slips into not sure, I don't know, that sort of thing. I don't pick up that vibe at all from your soulmate. I don't pick that vibe up at all from you. I mean, Capricorn, you are a super reserved person in general, so maybe you actually do question and this connection. However, I don't see that you are not willing to invest in it energetically. I just feel like you are like one of those people who's like, okay, gotta make sure I edit here. Gotta make sure I edit here. Like, you're constantly doing those checks. That's just like who you are, Capricorn. That's just like in your innate energy, energetic build. Okay. Which brings me to informing you, Capricorns, that my next series is going to be about energetic upgrades and energetic leveling up. Okay. So I bought this book and this new deck of tarot cards, and I'm really excited to be working on that soon. All right, Capricorns. So before I do that, I'm just going to read you this shadow part. This is kind of just for you to like be aware and be cautious when you're starting to sense like maybe you are the one that is slipping and needing to edit, or maybe you need to remind your, you know, soulmate that like you have to edit a little bit, you know, so for it to work. Like, it really depends, but I'm going to read you the shadow stuff anyway. A romanticized past creates an impossible to reach future. Be aware of any sentence or thought beginning with the phrase, if only, or I'll be happy when. Bring yourself into the present moment. Find what you need at your fingertips. Give to others what you wish for yourself. Nurture and care for the broken parts of yourself by caring for others. Open and receive generosity when it appears. Do not be fooled by the trick of the material world. Remember, we all have wings. It is time to spread yours, Capricorn. Okay? And your soulmate is all about like flying and being a free spirit. Like, that's their whole like aesthetic, that's their whole vibe. And I feel like you are you're taking your time a little bit. You know, you are a little bit here, a little bit there. But I feel like that's like exactly what your soulmate needs right now. It's like they don't need, like, they want you to spread your wings too, Capricorn. They're like so just infatuated by that. But at the same time, I feel like they understand that like it might take you a little bit more time. I feel like they're the same way though, and like it's so funny that you guys both are like that in like a good way. Okay, I'm gonna read you your crow spirit message. Universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality, Capricorn. Okay, that's a crow message for you. And let me see here. All right, so I'm gonna pull one last card for you guys. Okay, and we have the Fool card. Okay, Capricorns. All right, you're starting off. This is just the beginning, Capricorn. Okay. So let's see here. New journeys, leaps of faith. Okay. Watch out for recklessness and naivety. The Fool excitedly begins his adventure with the sun at his back. As he starts up at the sky, he is ignorant of the cliff edge that is quickly approaching. The Fool symbolizes new beginnings. This is the time to take risks and embrace opportunities. You may be embarking on an exciting new chapter in an existing relationship, or a new relationship is just on the horizon. Career, the moment is right to do something new with your career. Take on that project, ask for a promotion, explore a job opportunity. The world is your oyster. Okay? Watch out for the cliff, obviously. Like you got like you don't need to like be taking such big huge risks. You know what I'm saying? Like with this connection, you can edit back, okay? Like take chances obviously and like try new things obviously and explore this connection. Just do it with like the sense of like, okay, if something seems like not like let's if something seems a little too dangerous, maybe we should like little bit tone it back a little bit. Okay. There is a cliff edge near and you need to be cautious. Your excitement may be turning into recklessness. Slow it down and think things through. Capricorn. Okay. And you do that. You are logical beings, Capricorns, just like your nature. Okay. And I feel like your soulmate understands that and they get that and they know that. So it's like you guys can still play, you can still have fun. It's just like don't be reckless about it. Okay. Like don't be reckless about it. And I don't think I don't think your soulmate, like if this is your soulmate, Capricorn, and I feel like it is, I don't think they're gonna like want you to like put yourself in any type of risk or danger anyway, Capricorns. So yeah, beautiful energy, Capricorns. Really excited for you to see my new series coming out soon. So stay tuned for that, Capricorns. I'm just so excited. I'm just going to show you the book right now. Meditations on Tarot. This is the book that I'm going to be exploring. And yeah, it's going to be some good stuff, I feel like, Capricorn. So I'll probably start with like collective reading. I still have one soulmate connection reading to do, Gemini, Capricorns. So, yeah, but I will be getting to the new series soon enough, Capricorns. All right. Also, I am an advisor on the Salvia app as a tarot reader, Priscilla B. Tarot. If you want to look it up and find me on there, call me up and I can do a reading for you, or have some other stuff on there. I don't know. I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, decoding and deciphering dreams as something that I think I was going to tell you about, actually, Capricorns. And I actually remember I was going to tell you about that. So let me just real quick, because I feel like you might be having some dreams that might be a little bit confusing, Capricorn. So I'm just going to pull a card for you for that. Okay, 8 of Pentacles. Okay, interesting. And 5 of Pentacles for your soulmate. Okay, so 8 of Pentacles, Capricorn. Okay. Let me just read you these, okay, because I don't know why. I just feel like you guys need like a little dream message here with this energy. Okay. Let's take a look here. Oh, okay. So we have Dyrad. A Dyrad, a nature spirit who inhabits a particular tree, places a pentacle on display. These nature spirits take human form. According to the myth, they live as long as the life of the tree they call home. Nature spirits are the bridge of communication between humans and the natural world, often acting as intermediaries. Like a pentacle, the tree is a source of wisdom and manifestation. This is why the Dyrads who inhabit them and live among them consider trees, groves, and forests sacred. The Dyrad's handiwork reflects the continual evolution of the suit of pentacles. The energy of growth continues to expand within the context of infinity, represented by the number 8. Those who focus on tasks can bask in the reward of a job well done. It is pleasure and pride in what you do. Okay? So, Capricorn, it's like your dreams right now, it really does involve a lot of your like work, okay? Like your career and stuff. You put a lot of energy into that, and I feel like you are probably experiencing seeing like how like maybe overworking a little bit, needing to take a break, but also at the same time it's like your soulmate I think is one of those people that like supports your work or finds it intriguing or interesting or all the above. I feel like they're drawn to that part of you. I feel like you don't want to lose that. You know, you're in your connection with them, and I don't think they want you to lose that at all. Handiwork, working hard at what you love, diligence, proud to show your talents and accomplishments. Time evaporates as you are lost in right work, the work you are here to do. Trust the results you have seen and continue to forge ahead. Feel proud of yourself. You've earned it. Wow. Yeah. Like your dreams are telling you, like, you deserve this time for yourself. Like you have done so much work. And I feel like the people in your dream, if you have seen people in the dream that have been around you, like workers, I feel like, there's I'm not meaning like ordinary people, but there's like the people who are like the background characters. They're just as important, but like the focus of the dream I feel like is saying is the workers, like the ones like in uniform or something. I don't know, like I'm just picking up on a vibe that they're like, I don't know, maybe like a custodial worker or something. Like I feel like Capricorn, they're like telling you, like they're reminding you to do maintenance. I'm picking up like on maintenance, like it's time to do maintenance on yourself because you've worked so hard already, and you continue to do work hard, and you're going to always work hard, Capricorn. That's like who you are. Again, this is like, I feel like this is like a soulmate reading, a self-love reading, a spiritual journey, and dream reading all in one, which is great, Capricorn. So as we finish off the month of June here, so release attachments on results. Okay, that's that shadow part of you. Okay, you don't worry about results. Just release that completely. I know it's so hard to do, Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. We love results. That's like what we live for and breathe for. With this specific connection, don't worry about the results. Just let things flow naturally. Let things start off the way they start off. Let things go at the speed they go. Okay? Joy exists in the process, Capricorn. And you know this, obviously. You just, sometimes you get in your own head a little bit, in your own way a little bit. Okay? Once your work is finished, it ceases to be yours and takes on a life of its own, Capricorn. Stay connected and centered in the moment, the action and the sensorial aspect of your work. There will be highs and lows, good days and bad. Stay true and persevere. Okay? And you can do this. You've got this, Capricorn. Your soulmate even is like, you got this. Like, they have a lot of respect for the work you do. I feel like. I also think like at the same time they're very work oriented too. So they got this 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. So 5 of Pentacles. All right. And then I'll wrap this up with like, I don't know, a shadow crow message or something. Okay. So we have the dark night. Snow fills the dark wood. The landscape is illuminated by an unseen moon. Oh, and the moon was like, oh, that was guys are drawing energy from that. Okay. A couple walks together up an embankment, suggesting an uphill struggle. They are sad. Their clothing is in tatters. They are barefoot and ill-equipped to deal with the snowfall, wind, and brittle cold. A trail between them creeps through the card. It is a classic dark night of the soul, a la bohème. The Five of Pentacles are packed inside the base of a tree, hidden like treasure in plain sight. If the couple could see past their pain, they would look up and discover salvation is at hand. Wow. Oh my God. This is like, oh, wow. Okay. The Five of Pentacles are packed inside the base of a tree, hidden like treasure in plain sight. If the couple could see past their pain, they would look up. Okay. They are too consumed. I've read that already. They are too consumed with familiar and comforting pain to discover the pentacles, which are the answer and refuge they seek. The Five of Pentacles foreshadows the Ten of Pentacles. The tree of life holds entrance to the underworld, but it is blocked. The dark night of the soul, trials and tribulations that can make or break romantic, familiar, and friendly relationships. The highs and lows of being together, struggle and drudgery, old wounds rise to the surface. The Five of Pentacles suggests a breakthrough and release of a blockage. Okay, wow. I'm just really picking up right now that, like, you and your soulmate have, like, gone through some super karmic transformations here. You both were, like, out in the cold, feeling blocked, feeling isolated. Your shadow and their shadow are, like, in this alignment right now. You're both doing the like, it's so, like, because look at this and look at this. You guys aren't stuck out in the cold anymore. You guys are together now. Even here you have like two people looking up here at this like opening in the universe, showing them all their possibilities, showing them this alignment. The stars have aligned, Capricorn. That's so, like, that feels so, like, so cliche and, like, so corny. So what? I think you like that. Anyways, so whatever. Yes, so the release of a blockage that once had held relationships back. Wow. You both have released blockages so that this relationship can play out the way it was always intended to. Dang, Capricorn. Okay. It is the working of the problem. It is sticking around when times get tough, not just when things are easy and fun. This is the transformative moment of a relationship that shows two people what they are made of together. You both had to go through this. Your soulmate, like, was going through this time right when you were going through this time. You guys are both going through this feeling of being out in the cold with nothing, just stripped down, completely just like raw, like unfiltered. And when you guys saw each other both in the same way, you guys really saw each other. And now you are like going, you're now like, okay, now that we went through that, now that the universe like stripped us raw, like completely, showed us all the things that we don't want. Now what we do want is each other. So yeah, Capricorn, wow. Okay, Capricorn, so this is my final messages for you. Your shadow energy crow oracle card here. Destiny. Follow the path that aligns with your true purpose and aspirations, and it unfolds your unique journey, Capricorn. This is a karmic destiny planned that you have here with this connection. And then for your soulmate, we have magic. Believe in the magic of possibilities and unexpected joys. It adds wonder and excitement to life. Okay? So you guys are like no longer in the cold, feeling isolated anymore, because now you guys have found each other. And don't get that mixed up with like codependency, because it's like you're on your path, they're on their path, you both are individuals. The soulmate connection is about the energy you guys both put, that bridge that you guys build together, so that you guys can cross over at any time. Well, not any time, but like when you guys can, you cross over and meet in the middle. So, yeah. Okay, Capricorns, I'm gonna leave you with that. Okay, love and light always. Stay tuned for my new series coming out soon, energetic upgrades. And if you subscribe to the channel, it's totally free. Then and hit the notification bell when I do drop the first video of the series. You will be notified. Okay. All right. Bye, Capricorns.